I usually just go live on Twitch first, just in case there is this snafu of OBS acting like a little kid and not working. But everything seems to be fine today, which is great. About the previous project, I know that the last day was Friday, but I couldn't stream on Friday, unfortunately. And for obvious reasons, I could not delay this new project because this project is sponsored by TypeSense. Thank you, TypeSense. So we're going to build a new app, which is going to be like a recipe search, not like a recipe search. It's going to be a recipe search app, and it's going to be powered by TypeSense using Laravel Scout. As soon as we're done with this project, I will go back and finish the gas mileage app, which we only need to do the dashboard, but we couldn't do it on Friday. So not gonna abandon that. We're gonna go back to it once we're done with this project. Let me go to my workstation so we can begin. No, don't turn off the light. Thank you. Come on, wake up. Wake up. Oh, it's because I haven't switched the right monitor. There you go. Oh, and I should also start recording because I'm going to edit this session into a more compressed, more curated video later this week. And all of the videos from this project will be reduced so that you can enjoy them without the all the live interactions and the ads and all the bits and bobs and everything else. So let's get going. Okay, so like I said, this video is sponsored by TypeSense. If you want to know about TypeSense, they're basically the Algolia search she tells you not to worry about. It's the open source version of let's say Algolia, which is the main competitor. Being open source gives you the option to not having to pay a monthly fee, which, by the way, it's much better in my opinion to Algolia's because you don't pay for records. You pay for a flat fee, and also you pay for bandwidth, which I believe it's a better option. So you don't pay for records, you just pay a flat fee. We're gonna see about the pricing in a moment. Also, like I said, since it's open sourced, you can decide I don't want to pay any fee. I'm going to run it on my own. I'll take the burden of the infrastructure and the server and the bandwidth. You can take your project, you can take TypeSense, install it on your own server, and run it on your own. Fully free and open source. When you pay for TypeSense is because you're using TypeSense Cloud. So you don't have to deal with servers and infrastructure. And even then, the fee, I believe, it's much more friendly. But this project, we are going to use another option, which is we are going to install it locally, which is something that you can do. If you want to try it out, if you want to test it on your own environment, you can do that. And that's what we are going to do. Let's go through the documents, through the requirements of this new project and what we are going to build. We're going to build the Artisan Chef. By the way, just full disclosure, I'm following a similar approach, similar to the last project where I I'm using AI, or I'm using Gemini to generate a few things for the project that will serve as a guide and inspiration, but are not going to be used at face value. For example, the requirement documents that you're seeing right now was created with Gemini, which I think it's rather complete and very simple. So, like I said, the Artisan Chef is supposed to be a single-page web application designed to be minimalist with high performance, and it's going to demonstrate how seamless you can integrate Laravel Scout with typesense. The core features are going to be instant search with a primary bar or search bar where you can search by title and ingredients, and all of the results will be automatically updated as you type. Also, one of the features that I like the most about typesense, it's typo tolerance, which means that you can miss a letter, you can have a typo on your search term, and you're still getting the results that you wanted. For example, you can type chicken without the C, you still get results for chicken, properly spelled. You also have faceted filtering. You not only can search by some terms, you can also filter by some of the data in your database. In this case, you can refine the recipe list by in real time by selecting one or more of the following filters, either cuisine, difficulty, or preparation time. All of the interaction in the UI are going to be made using Laravel Livewire. That will allow us to fully refresh the search results without requiring a full refresh of the web page. And also we're going to use a database seeder. In this case, it's going to be very simple, just to include some data in the database, which we're going to be using SQLite. So in summary, we're going to use Laravel 12. For the front end, we're going to use Livewire. For the search engine, we're going to use Laravel Scout, integrating typesense, SQLite for the database, and Tailwind CSS for the styling. I'm not going to use Flux UI in this project. I want it to be as broadly available as possible, so I'm not going to use something that requires a license to make. I'm going to use plain old Tailwind CSS. Now, talking about data, the application will be centered around a single recipe model, and the database structure is going to be a title, ingredients. Both of these are going to be searchable, which is different than filterable. And we also have cuisine, difficulty, and prep time in minutes. All of these three fields, are going to be filterable. The user flow of the application will be, again, extremely simple. You only have one single page with a search bar at the top. You also have a certain amount of filters that you can choose from, and as soon as you start typing on the search bar, results will be automatically refreshed without a full refresh of the web page. You can also re-render the search results using the filters. As soon as you click on a filter, the list of recipes should also be automatically updated. And once you clear the search and go back to its original state, all of the original recipes or an original list of recipes should be displayed. Sorry. So yeah, that is basically what we are going to create in the next following sessions. I don't see myself going maybe 3, 4, 5 sessions at the most. Again, the application is really small, really simple, but really powerful, and it is also to demonstrate, like I said, how easy you can integrate typesense with Laravel Scout. Now, just to give you an idea of how it's going to look, I already have a mockup created thanks to Gemini. If I can find it. Now, this is a template. Is this a template? Is this a blade? Yeah, no, I don't need a blade. I need the HTML, which should be around here somewhere. Here we go. This is the one. So let me grab this.
The stream is now paused for ads.
All right, we're gonna take a small break and we will continue. In the meantime, I'm gonna put this in play.tailwindcss.com so that we can have a visual representation of the mockup. All right, welcome back from the ads. As I was saying, this is the mockup of the application. We're gonna have, like stated in the requirements, a big search bar at the top where you can filter by title or ingredients, a bunch of filters to filter by cuisine, difficulty, and prep time, a maximum of minutes, 15, 30, 60 minutes. And then we have a list of recipes in nice little cards. I don't see myself changing too much about the UI. The only thing that I would change is maybe put this in a collapsible accordion or list that you can click and expand or collapse at will, so that the list of recipes will always be visible along with the search bar. We'll see if we can put that in. That is a nice to have, but it's not a must. And yeah, this is what we are going to be creating. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to install typesense in my machine so you can see how easy it is to do. By the way, if you want to install typesense or follow along with me, you can type exclamation point typesense in chat and you will get a link. In fact, I'm going to put the link in chat right now so that you can have it. Why is it not showing in? It's not showing in Twitch. That's not great. Hold on. I think I forgot to connect this. Let me try it out. So exclamation point, I can never say that. Exclamation point typesense. You type that on Twitch and we'll give you the link. I'm actually going to pin this at the top so it is always visible to you. All right. And also, the link will be in the description of this video as well, if you're watching on YouTube. And by using that link, you are also supporting this channel. So click the link if you want, if you can. In fact, I am going to follow that link myself, although I can't use it here. 1 second. I'm going to type it out. Nope, that didn't work. Oh boy. FNF the dev 3TM9Z. Oh, it's an R, not a T. Okay, so this is the GitHub repo for typesense. You will find all the links that you need here, including the documentation. So I'm gonna go to the docs. Sorry about the white. They don't have a dark mode on this page. Let's go to the guide. Install typesense on a local machine. You have Debian RPM pre-built binaries for Linux and Mac OS on our downloads page. But I think, you can also use a Docker compose. You can use Docker to run this, to run an instance of typesense if you like. That is also an option. But for me, since I'm on a Mac, I'm gonna go with the homebrew option. So let's copy this. Let's put it in a terminal. Get down here. We're gonna let that cook, no pun intended. So yeah, it's really easy. You can pretty much run typesense anywhere, any way you want. By using Docker, you can run it on Windows even if you don't want to install the binaries. You also have Linux binaries, installers, you have Windows installers, you have Brew for Mac. It's really no excuse. You can install it anywhere. All right. And then we can do brew services start typesense server. The default API key is XYZ and the port is 8108. All of the config files are installed here. All of the logs are here in the data directory. It's under this folder. But that's some Intel CPUs. I'm using an Apple Silicon. What changed? Op homebrew. Okay, so the folders are different on Apple Silicon Mac. All right. No, not install. Service start. And there you go. Successfully started typesense server with a key XYZ. In background, yeah, this is gonna start every time. Oh, this is just letting me know that it's running on the background. That's fine. That's fine. And is there anything else on this? No, Linux, Windows, WSL. Using a GPU even, which is optional. And you can do this to make sure that everything is running properly. So let's do that. If we do, why are you not copying my commands? Why? Why? And yeah, there it is. Okay, true. Everything is running, everything is healthy. So at this point, we can begin with our new Laravel project. Let's create one. I'm going to cd into herd. And is herd running? Yeah. Why do you have an exclamation? Oh, there's a PHP update available. Okay, never mind. Let's do PHP artisan. No, that's not what I want. Laravel new, sorry. And let's call this artisan chef. Let's just call it chef for short. Oh, I'm running on the wrong version of Laravel, as always. No, not Laravel, PHP. I'm sorry. Try that again. As I said before, we're going to use Livewire. So let's choose that as our starter kit. I'm going to use the starter kit, although the starter kit is also going to install the free version of Flux UI, which is not a problem. I'm just not going to use it. And also, there will be a lot of extra views, etc. I don't know if we should use it though. The thing is, if I choose not to use a starter kit, I'm gonna have to install Tailwind CSS by myself. So I really don't want to go through that. Literally, we can just not use the extra stuff. But just know that if you don't want to have too much bloat, which in all honesty is not that much bloat, you just have to go and manually delete the things that you know you don't need. But you can also go with a none, but then again you have to install all of the stuff, Livewire and Tailwind CSS. So I'm gonna go with Livewire so that I can have everything just installed for me and not worry about it. Let's go with built-in authentication, that's fine. I'm not going to use Laravel Vault. Yes, that's okay. Run npm install and npm build. Yes, please. And that's it. Let's cd into chef. And let's open it with cursor. All right, first thing that we need to do is let's take care of the database layer, starting from the ground up. So let's create a new migration. We're gonna create a new migration with a model and also a database header. Is there a way to create a seeder from the command line? I don't know. I don't remember. Let's not worry about it. For now, let's just do PHP artisan. And here's a tip: if you didn't know, you can do make model. And this is going to be the recipe model. And you can specify that you want a migration file with an M. You can also, if you need, put an F, and that will create the hold on, I know this factory. It'll do a factory class for you. I'm not going to use factories. I'm going to use a database header for this, so I'm not going to include that. But if I do this, now we have the model class and a new migration called create recipes table. So let's open that one. So we need a title, ingredients. This is a string, this is text, this is going to be long text. We need cuisine, so let's start with these two, ingredients and title. We also need a text with ingredients. And then cuisine. Difficulty. And prep time. Oh my god. Am I? That's it. My keyboard is in the wrong place. There you go. Posture check. Although the prep time is an integer, not a string. Okay, that's basically the table. Now, let's work on the database header. I'm going to open the default database header that comes with Laravel. I'll give us a user. I'm gonna set that as me. And I believe I already have some code for the for the header provided by Gemini. Did I close that window? I think I did. Let me find it. I know it's here. Hold on. Oh, there it is. That'll be easier. Here we go. Obviously, this is going to have very little records. The idea is that we are testing for showcasing ease of integration. We're not so much worried about the performance, because with these little records, performance is going to be super fast. The idea is that typesense ensures, or what is the word? You can be sure. I don't know if sure is the word. Hold on. At least you have wow, my brain is not working today. What is going on? Basically, you don't have to worry about performance. Performance is ensured by typesense. Typesense gives you the peace of mind that you are using a search engine that is highly optimized. So that's not the focus of this. The focus of this project is to showcase, again, ease of integration with Laravel Scout. Guess that's all I was trying to say. So I'm going to take this very simple array. I don't know if truncate is needed. I'm still going to do it. Yeah, as an example, this is fine. What is going? Oh, you know what it is? I'm copying with Control C and trying to paste with Command V, which is that's what happens when you work on both Windows and Mac at the same time. Brain malfunctions. Oh, this one has instructions. We didn't create an instructions column, did we? We did not. Let's add one. We might want to add a display page for the recipe. Now, why is it using a for each? Isn't it true that I can just pass an array of arrays into a create and Laravel will take care of it? Let me see. No, we can use an insert instead of a create. You may use insert to you may insert several records at once by passing an array of arrays. Each array represents a record that should be inserted into the table. Yeah, let's do that. I don't like a for each. And I don't know if we need that truncate. What do we use that truncate for? Not in this page, huh? Maybe it's in definitely not used. Okay, I'm not gonna use it. Boink. All right, so it's title, cuisine, title. Ooh, look at that. Title and ingredients, that's better. Title, ingredients, cuisine, difficulty, and prep time. Title, cuisine, difficulty, prep time, ingredients, and instructions. That should be fine. All right. I guess one way to find out is doing PHP artisan migrate -- seed. And we have an error. Let's see. Oh, what? Oh, we didn't import the recipe model. Tom tom tom. Okay, one more time. Now what? What? Unique constraint users email. Why? What? Why? Oh, okay. It's because when the starter kit installed, it also ran the migrations and seeders. So there's already a user in the database, which means we don't need to create another one. One option here also could be separate the recipes seeder into its own class so that it does not collide with the user seeding operation. But for now, I'm just going to comment it out. And if I ever need to refresh the database from zero, I'll just come back here and uncomment that line. All right, so the table was already there. All that needed to happen was the seeding. And now we have a table full of data. I believe the ads are going to start in just a second, so we will be taking a break and then continue. For now, I'm just going to open Tinkerwell and see the data in the database. There you go. 21 records. We are good to go. Are you gonna show ads at some point during today? There it is.
The stream is now paused for ads.
The next step is going to be installing Laravel Scout. So I'm going to prepare the documentation for these. Welcome back from the ads. Let's continue. We're going to continue with the next step, which is installing Laravel Scout, which is what integrates typesense into our application. For this, we need to follow a couple of requirements first. For typesense specifically, we're going to go through the documentation. Typesense. It is a lightning fast open source search engine and supports keyword search, semantic search, geo search, vector search, all the search. You can self-host typesense or use typesense cloud. We already mentioned all of this. You have links here if you want to use them, although I use my link, which is in the text in the description, and you can use !typesense or !TS if you don't want to type so much. So use that link. We need to install a third-party package, which is this one, Composer required typesense, typesense-php. Copy this. All right, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we need to set the Scout driver environment variable. That's a mouthful, wasn't it? And we need to put our typesense host and API key. So the host, since we're running it locally using Brew, we're going to use localhost. The API key, the default when you run it locally is XYZ, and the driver. So let's copy this 3 keys. Let's go to our .env file. Is there anything related to Scout? No. Okay, so let's go to the end and paste those. Again. Why did this didn't work? There you go. If you're using Laravel Sail, we're not. Additional settings and schema definitions of your typesense collection can be found within your application's config scout.php configuration file. For more information regarding typesense, please consult typesense documentation. I'm gonna open the documentation here. Although I don't think... Build a search application. What are they using to build one here? PHP. We already have all of these. Okay, so I'm going to use the documentation along with some code that was already generated for me so that we can compare that to the official documentation. I believe here, this is the configuration. So is this big enough or is it too small? Let me make it bigger. We go to the typesense models array. Let's open this file real quick. Scout. Do we have a scout? We don't have a scout config. Wait, we haven't even installed Scout, have we? That'll be important. Hold on. I think I'm skipping a step. Installation. Okay, we need to run this. Composer require Laravel Scout. And we run the publish so that we have a configuration file. Yeah, basically a configuration file. So let's copy that, paste it here again. Now we have scout.php. Now we need to add the scout searchable trait to the model. In fact, let's do that right now. Find recipe.php. And down here, we're going to say what? Okay. Hey, I ran out of autocompletes. That's fine. I'll do it myself. Forgot to pay. You gotta pay up. All right, this enables our model to be searchable. Now, as I mentioned before, I have some code for this, and this is in scout.php in the config folder. We have a typesense configuration with the API key, which by default is XYZ. We have a local host and port 8108 in our nodes and also our nearest node. We have configuration for timeout seconds, 2 by default. Let me hide this. We have a health check interval in seconds, 30 by default. The number of retries, 3 by default, and the retry interval per second in seconds, 1 by default. And we also have an example configuration array. We're going to use our own and compare it to the real one. So we go to model settings. Well, that's different. We still use the recipe class, collection schema, fields, name and type, and also facet, which is stated in their documentation, which I already lost. Yeah, facet equals true. So for each field, we define its name, type, and whether it's a facet field. A facet field allows us to cluster the search results into categories, and let us drill into each of those categories. We will be seeing faceted results in action at the end of this guide. So basically, it's the filters. You have search terms and also filter terms. In our case, the facet columns are, if I can find it, we have the title, ingredients, those are facet false. We can also omit the facet thingy, but cuisine, which is a filter option, difficulty, and prep time, they are all facet. And also prep time, we are using the sort option, so we can sort by prep time as well. I don't know if that's going to be a feature in this app, but it's good to know that you have the option to do that. Search parameters, is that also this portrait here? Yeah, search parameters, query by, and the fields that we are going to search against. In this case, title and ingredients. So the first part is basically this defining what fields are going to comprise the schema on typesense, what kind of type or data type we are going to use on each of those, and whether we want to group by or sort by those columns. And then the search parameters is, okay, what are we going to use to search by? I think this is good. I'm going to copy all of this. Is that the right? Okay, there. All right, since we are not going to use facet on title, let's just remove it. And also from ingredients so that it's simpler. And then for the ones that we want to use for filters, we keep it as true. Like I said, we're not gonna sort by any means in this case. So I don't know if we could, I'm gonna keep it just for informational purposes so that you know whenever you look at this code, you see, oh, I can sort by that. Maybe you can dive more into documentation about sorting with typesense. It's not gonna be part of this project though. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and also we're not gonna max our total results in this case. Leave that commented out. Okay, so that's configuration check. Now we need to prepare our model. Let me see, how do we do that? Configuring model indexes. We don't have an index, but we do need the searchable array. I do believe we also have some code for that. And in this case, yeah, let's just run with the official documentation. We just turn our entire model into an array. I don't know which one is best. Do we go by... I guess we can just prepare an array like this, because if we do a two array like this, it's going to include more columns that we want, that we are not necessarily searching by. So I think I'd rather go with this. But that indentation is horrendous. Let's go to the recipe model. We're going to create a function public function to searchable array, and let's paste this. ID must be a string for typesense. That's actually something I didn't know. So we have ID, title, cuisine, difficulty, prep time, ingredients. We are not going to use instructions in this searchable array as well. Okay, next. Yeah, once you do that, pushing indices, batch import. We could do a batch import, so that now that we have records in our database, we need to push those records into our typesense database. So we're gonna use this PHP artisan scout import. Scout import command. Scout provides an import command that you may use to import all of your existing records into your search indexes. And that should be okay. Let's see. We have an error. Parameter fields is required. Parameter fields is required. It's right there. What am I missing? Oh, so it's collection schema fields, yeah. Model settings, recipe class, collection schema fields. That's weird. All right, let me check typesense documentation. Maybe that'll be of help. I don't get it. It's right there. What am I missing? To searchable array, that's fine. Class name. All right, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna go back to the default. And I'm gonna paste our version here and compare. So I guess model, that's an extra line that I didn't need. There. So we have the recipe class collection schema. Collection schema fields. And then search parameters. Collection schema Yeah, this is, I don't know what's going on. I'm following the documentation to a T, and it's not accepting my fields parameter array, which is strange as hell. Request malformed. One second, configuration. What are you doing? One thing that is throwing me off in documentation, they only highlight the user class and then the collection schema. It doesn't have any model settings section highlighted in the documentation, although the file already comes with a pre-configured array within that section. Check again typesense real quick. I'm gonna try something out. What if we don't use the model settings key and we just go for the array? For the class, I mean. Is that going to make a difference? It's not. Still asking for fields. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But I promise that by next session, I'll give you an answer on what the problem is. I'll do some research and find out what the problem is. I don't know why, but I'm just following the documentation as it's stated in the Laravel docs and the typesense docs. Well, they don't really specify anything regarding the Laravel framework, but the Laravel documentation should be
The stream is now paused for ads.
We're gonna take a break. But yeah, gee, I don't know. Everything is saved automatically, so this is Laravel search. Laravel searchable. to searchable array. Scout, and I am in the typesense section. And we're back. Okay, so we're gonna cut it here. I don't know what the problem is on the fields. That is the typesense is asking for the fields key in the configuration. Laravel is not providing it for some reason. I'm going to figure out why. Maybe I'm missing something very obvious in documentation. But by next session, which is Wednesday, I'll promise I'll try to have an answer to that, and we can continue setting up everything that we need for the search page. I think we're gonna move right into the livewire component and the mock-up of the page, and then we will add all of the functionality. Wow, took me a while to find that word. We will add all of the functionality to that component, and finalizing with the actual search functionality using type search. But first, I need to figure out this issue that we're having right now. So yeah, the programming section is gonna end here, and we're gonna continue on Wednesday. And I'm gonna stop the recording right there. So yeah, I want to keep the programming section a little shorter, mainly because I want to condense all of those videos into something shorter and more curated. And if I do a 2-hour session, the editing part is going to be quite heavy on my part. So I'm just trying to make my life easier, and I hope you don't mind. But since we're done with the coding section, we're going to move into games. There is a game that came out on PlayStation. It's been on my radar for a while. I didn't think I was going to play it, but now that I've been playing Dune, as in Dune with N, not Doom. I've been playing Dune, and I've been getting a taste of the survival games, and I'm finding it quite enjoyable. This one is a survival game. The Altars is called. It's a survival game, but it's a survival game with a story. So I really like games that have a nice story to it. So I'm interesting to see how the survival element with a story actually hit for me. So yeah, we're gonna play that. First, I'm gonna do some changes in the side here. 1 second. I need to end the sponsored section of this video because they're not paying me to play video games. If you give me a moment. So I go here and here. All right. Sponsored section is over. I'm going to keep the pinned comment there if you need it. I don't know if I have to do the same on YouTube. I think I'm gonna leave it on YouTube as sponsored, because if I take it off, then the video is going to be saved as not sponsored, and I don't want to take that risk. So, yeah. We're gonna bring you over here while the game starts. Whoop. I don't have sound though. Why? It's because let's turn the music off and I have to turn Camlink audio. Where is it? Where are you? Camlink audio. There it is. Okay. That's better. And also, I would love to play Dune on stream, but my machine cannot handle it. I think I'm gonna have to think about getting a better rig. If I'm gonna keep playing games on stream, my machine is just not cutting it. Blah 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 blah. Yes, accept. Oh, I have to go the way down. Okay, you got it? Yes? Okay, cool. I trust you. Brightness. There it is. All the way there. Check a few settings first. Namely, where is my motion blur off? Let me turn the audio just a little bit. Audio down. Nice. There. Music is kind of nice, like the techno vibe. Controls, here we go. I need to invert vertical rotation because I'm a freak. Oh, that's... yeah, please. That's nice that they include a streaming mode for the game. They know what they're doing. Thank you. All of that is good. New story, let's go. Standard. Face a moderate survival and economic challenge recommended for players with less experience in management games. A standard difficulty of action-based challenges. Yeah, let's go with... Okay, so it says 2 separate settings for the economy and the action. I'm gonna keep them both on standard because I am aggressively mid. I'm an aggressively average player, so otherwise I won't enjoy it. Oh look, a sheep. Little sheep. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route, while the sun burns behind the islands. Thomas Trastarmer, the Blue House.
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Okay. Is that water? Whoa. Cool camera angle. It's a really weird water. Very oily. Oh, what happened here? Oh, look. Okay. He looks awesome.
Tough landing. Dolsky here.
Dolsky.
Do you read me?
Jan Dolsky.
Anyone? Nothing.
Well,
I need to figure out what happened.
Well, shit. Look at that. That's awesome and scary. Yeah, I know how to move the camera, Dame. I'm a gamer. Let's go towards the bright light. Let's just... Okay. It's over here. Nothing. Is that a... Oh, that's the parachute to our capsule. Let me take a look inside our capsule. It's another that's like half the parachute, and the other one is the other half is over there. Oh, that's cramped up, isn't it? Yeesh. Wait. No, that's just a rock. There's another one over there. Meaning there has to be more pods. It's not just us. But yeah, what happened? What happened? Oh.
That's an emergency flare from my capsule.
Oh, from
Should
your
look out for those.
Okay. So there was another capsule. R1 to run.
Hello? You read me? This is Jan Dolsky. I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray. Maybe the radio's broken.
Yeah, maybe. This is kind of scary, not gonna lie. Did we have? Is that just me? No, there's another capsule. With a big red X.
No, it's the captain. Shit.
Yeah. He's dead.
Deceased. What the hell? Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others. What happened? Shipping crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
Yeah. Strange. Yee. Fall down? No. I'm safe. I was like, yee. Man, this is great.
Mobile base. There it is. Dolsky here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. And try and get down there.
Oh, so we were
Maybe they
supposed to
landed
be
closer to the
here.
drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
So that was already here, because that's strangely cropped up. Very neatly. For something so round. Yeah, I don't think we can drink that. One, two.
The capsules. Wait. What?
What?
No. That's impossible. They can't all be.
Well,
Why? Makes no sense. Radiation wave?
radiation.
Now? Oh, shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
Okay, get to the base quickly. Run, baby, run! What the crap?
Yes, the
Wow.
elevator.
So we were on our way here because that base was already here. And we already have knowledge of the place because we already knew what that was. Radiation wave.
Hello?
But he seems to be new. Oh, hello.
Anybody here?
Cool mustache. What do we do?
For a moment, I hope someone else made it.
New task.
I need to find the comms room and get help.
Find the communication room. Okay. Base overview. Oh, cool. It's like, what was that game? Fallout Shelter? So I'm probably going to make my own base based on squares like this. So that's me. Where is the communicate? It's upstairs, right there. You can zoom in. The elevator is right here. Up one floor. Nice.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
What the? No, I'm not the captain.
I'm here, but I'm not the captain. I'm just a builder.
Oh,
Gondolski, corporate ID 4672B. The captain, the whole crew is gone.
can you sound a little less
Hello?
creepy?
Can you get me out of here?
Imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
Time for what? What danger?
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me! What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Present instructions and logs.
I'm in danger and I get the AI machine.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Representative.
Beating before star approaching. This battle, you must escape. Proximity star in days.
But you mean a star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape?
Well, that's good.
Is that right?
Mission sunrise.
Oh, sunrise.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
I need to find those captain's logs.
What? Navigate. Present. Navigate to manual to find logs. Evacuation procedure. Welcome to the evacuation functional manual. In case of an accident that jeopardizes your mission and the safety of your crew, please follow the safety protocol and move the base to a safe location. The following steps must be accounted for: refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. Triple star systems. According to the recent Ally Corp research and based on data collected from multiple missions, the triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering Rapidium in the Ally Corp classification system. The precise correlation between triple star systems and Rapidium is yet to be scientifically determined, but according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rapidium is a highly unstable element and itself emitting significant amounts of radiation. Seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as in fine-tuning it, as if fine-tuning it life cycle to the environment. I don't understand what that means. Ally Corp employees should be aware that thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years, we are bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent to the quantum navigation system on course for triple star systems. Should such a system be identified in the vicinity of Ally Corp exploration vessel, this should by all means result in a notable increase of successful rubidium extraction. So they're just trying to mine the planet for rubidium. Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within which the planet operates, apart from being the source of rubidium-friendly radiation, may result in life-threatening events such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns. That's what we are expecting to experience very soon. Annihilation of the planet's surface and immediate destruction of all life forms. Awesome. In order to maximize efficiency, even in the event of such occurrences, Ally Corp has equipped its vessels with a cutting-edge SIBA evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract rubidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple star system, please consult the CEBA evacuation functionality manual for further instructions. Yeah, we read that. Basically, I just need to secure food, manufacture equipment, and refuel. The quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art. I don't care. Yeah, that's how we got here. Escape the sun. Follow these instructions to prepare the journey. Gather 60 metals outside. The fundamentals. How do I gather stuff? Wait, what? I'm manufacturing this. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an Ally Corp polygonal scanner. This handy tool, alongside the necessary equipment such as mining outposts and pylons, can be crafted in the workshop. So we have to craft. Okay, so I need to gather materials, 60 metals. But for that we need to craft something. Machinery, captains, command center, quantum computer, storage. So I guess machinery? Nope.
The stream is now paused for ads.
All right, let's take a break. 1 second. Screen is gonna go black for a moment while I remove the logo. I should have done that before. There you go. All right, ads are over. Let's see. How do we craft stuff and why is everything looking so blurry? Okay. It's not here. So it's telling me to go outside. Maybe I should go to the airlock and just try? Hold on. Where's the airlock? Oh, that's the other elevator. Exit to planet surface, I guess. During night radiation, leaving the base will be deadly. The airlock is locked at the time. Okay, cool. Cool. Then, so I cannot go outside. This is the storage. We have metals. I need 60 of these. I have 100 organics, 5 radiation filters, 20 mush, and 2 raw food. I need to craft a scanner to find resources, but I don't have a workshop. How do I... Okay. How do I make a workshop then? Command center? Nope. Base building. That's okay. All right. Open the base building menu to see available modules. New modules have to be placed near existing ones. Didn't read that. Base building. Workshop. There you go. So select this. How do I select this? No, not that. Oh shit, what did I do? No, don't move it. No, I need... Oh, it's because it costs 40 and 40 what? Metals? I only have 30. Fuck. Increase base size. Research required. Okay. So I can't go outside right now. And I need a workshop, but I can't make the workshop because I don't have metals. So what, go to sleep then? No, that's space navigation, I don't need that. So end the day. I mean, there's nothing else to do. Sunrise in 8 days. So I have 8 days to get the hell out of here. Energy. This is your energy bar. It shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still able to work, but every task will take much longer. Okay, cool. Can I go outside now? Okay, let's get some metals. 60 to be precise. How do I do that? You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to interact with it. Red dust, red dust, red dust, red dust. Red dust, red dust, red dust. Map. Gotcha. Not useful. Red dust, red dust. Red dust, there we go. That's 3.
Looks like our ship's cargo drop.
Really? Maybe there is something
It's
useful.
filled with the crew's personal items,
Oh,
including my stuff.
so I have a multi-tool and a lava lamp. Great. Essential, I would say.
Yeah. This is one of the things they told me to take on the mission.
What would they tell you to take a lava lamp? The history of the universe. Okay, some light
Things
reading.
that will make you feel comfortable far away from home. Objects that trigger good memories.
Perhaps there's a way to
Typical
launch it.
corporate bullshit.
Great.
Is that a movie? Huh. Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base. That shiny rock might be a source of metals.
Oh, look, big one. Nice. Extract. Oh, hold it. Good, 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 good. How much did I get? I have 96. That should be enough. Let's go build a workshop. What's this? Fuel. I don't know how to make fuel yet. Alright. Workshop, workshop, workshop. Alright, now we cook it. Where do we put it? It's too big for here. The only place is this. Yeah, put it there. Oh, cool! It created a new support for the new building. That's a neat detail. All right, we have a workshop now. To create an item, first schedule work in the workshop queue. You can then work on the queued items at the workbench. Schedule something. Scanner used to scan planet surface for deep resource deposits. Let's cue that. And where's the workbench? Here. Work. Work. Okay. So I know why it looked funny. It's moving time forward, like fast forwarding. That's why it looks like it's twitching. It's just moving forward fast. Okay, so I have a scanner. Next is find an organics deposit area. Cool. As we're going out now. The first step to scanning a deep deposit is to find the deposit area. An organics deposit can be recognized by blue smoke. I saw that. I saw one over here. Oh look, there's more. It's another big rock. Let's gather that. There is a blue smoke. And let's gather this. Okay. There it is. Can I climb this? Go up.
I don't have a climbing hook. Not yet. I'll have to find another way.
They can be crafted at the workshop. Can I make one now? Each use of the climbing hook costs a certain amount of energy. Depending on the height, the climbing hook is necessary to climb down high walls, which means that climbing down doesn't cost any energy. So, okay. Can I make one? Yes, I can. Let's go try. Yoink. Yoink. To make the climbing hook, I need organic material, which I don't have. So I did have to explore. Okay, back outside. So I guess they want me to follow that path, then. Makes sense. Whoa. Well, that ain't good, is it? Shit's getting weird.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Could this be
Oh,
rubidium?
Gathered 30 rubidium samples. Okay. You want me to get close to the thing that is shining and glowing and twitching? Sure, why not?
I feel strange. I have to get closer. Make
Sure. That's what you do. You feel weird. Let's poke
I
it.
need to collect a sample.
Extract. I'm tired. Okay. You ran out of energy and became tired. In this state, physical work takes much longer. If you stay up until very late, you'll become exhausted. Each minute of exhaustion causes you to wake up later the next day. I don't want to do that. So, how many did I get? 100? Is that it? No. I guess I can just finish. 20. I need 30. Between the radiation levels become... Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Getting radiation. Getting radiation here. Not good, not good, not good. My suit is gonna start to break down.
So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all. It knew where it was sending us. Except... will I survive?
This is not the way, is it? Yep. Run, 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 run. I can see the meter right there in the bottom left corner. It's about to be full. I can make it, I can make it, I can make it. All good. All good. To reduce your radiation level, you can turn the base's radiation barrier. It can be turned on in the machinery. The barrier consumes radiation filters, which can be produced in the workshop. Okay. So let's go to machinery. Wait, I need a filter first, right? Can I make one? No, I already had one. I had a few. Okay, so let's not make one. Let's just use the one in storage. Where's machinery? Right there. Radiation barrier. Turn on. All right. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 in storage, and it's using 1 currently at a 100%. Cool. And I think now I can make my climbing thingy. Don't I? No. 120. How many do I have? 100. Okay. Of course, I didn't collect anything. Okay. Since I'm tired, let's go to bed. So looks like days go by rather quickly. 7 days. Ooh boy. How is this going to work though? Days go by really quickly. I get tired really fast.
In the case of such events, please refer to the safe evacuation functional.
Not this one. So there's a problem. Because I didn't get inside in time, my suit is locked to 2 levels of radiation. which is not great. I thought that was going to go away on its own. I will collect that second. First, I'm gonna go to the deposit area. One thing at a time. Wait, what? Oh, this way. All right.
Smoke. I should look for organics here.
Alright, scanning. The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing unconnected probes, you can cover the concentration of underground resources. Look at the scan ground and try to pinpoint the place where with the most intense red coloring. Alright, so I select the scanner. Make a little square. Okay, hold L1. Select the scanner. Let's try this. Place the probe here. Let's place. Oops, it's got a limit. There's another one there. Another one there. Another one. Let's say, yep. See the connecting line there? There. Okay. Now I'm guessing I need to put the next one right in the middle. Is that it? Let me see the movie again. No, just exit that. It's not. Hold on. Try that again. Let's put another one here. This one here. My guess is that I'm looking for the most red, so it's heading that way. I wish I could see more of the ground. Doesn't look like I have a limit on probes. Looks like I do. Hold to retrieve all scanners. Okay. Oh, all right. That's what I'm gonna do. I want to do this here, and then one round here, and then over here. And then around there. Good. Closer. How do I collect? there, isn't it? There it is. Okay, so you have to look for the most red color. And once you find it, hold L1 to select build and select mining outpost. Okay. Build mining outpost. Nice. Wait. Oh god. No, there it is. I was just in the way. Oh, that's really cool. Use pylons. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines when you have the pylon equipped. Okay. Pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outpost with the base. Gotcha. Pylon. No, wait. It's build. Pylon. Okay. So where's the... Oh, there's the base. Let's see. I'm gonna have to move it right about the edge. Ooh. Almost. Okay, so let's place it here. Come on, there. A little more. There. Can I go down? No, I can't. Well, turns out I can. All right. (18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. There. Yeah, the number at the top tells you how much more you can go, how much further you can take this pylon. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoopa, too much. Around there. This is a cool system. I like it. 30, 20. Oof, too much. There. Okay, so that one's connecting now. I'm gonna put this one right about here, just to make a nice angle. There. You have connected a mining outpost to the base.
The stream is now paused for ads.
I'm just gonna wait for ads. Yeah, I guess I'm curious because days go by, depending on what you do on the day, day goes by really quickly. You get tired, you have to end the day, but you only have 8 days. And I've already used 2 of those. So is this going to reset at the end of the 8th day? It's probably going to do that, isn't it? And there is also the clone mechanic that we haven't even touched upon, which is the hook of the game, is that you can create copies of yourself. For what purpose, I don't know. All right, ads are over. From now on, you can use fast travel to move quickly between the base and the mining outpost. Nice. You can fast travel at the airlock base entrance. Got it. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So I can go here. How do I fix my my suit? Oh, cool. So I'm gonna fast travel there and then collect the rest of the rupidium. But wait, is this collecting on its own? Because I need 120 for my tool. Oh, I need to do work. Okay. So that was 14. Another 14. I think that's enough. See how the meter on the bottom left corner? It's slowly reaching the 2000, which is 10 p.m. Between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. At that point, there's radiation, and I cannot be outside, and I get tired also. So I'm just gonna go grab the rupidium and be done. Or rather, go grab the rupidium and see if I have time for more organic matter gathering, because I need 180. I don't know how many do I have. 100? No, 128. Got this. Run, 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 run. Just need another 10. And I got 20. That's cool. Report your findings. Got it. Oh, let's go the wrong way. See if we can do a little bit more gathering before we hit the 2000 mark. The good thing is now I don't have to. Okay, you're tired. Got it. It's gonna take longer. I'm just gonna do one more cycle, and now I don't have to run to my base. I just have to travel to it. See? Easy. Alright. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Can I queue my tool now? Yeah. Let's make this. Queue this one. I'm not gonna work on it just yet. Do that tomorrow.
Operation functionality.
Oh. Day 4. Wait, what's that? I have a call?
Depending on the
where's the communication center again? There.
Hello?
Hey,
Anyone copy?
new base, who this?
I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be Rapidium. You hear me? I think I found Rapidium.
You sure about it?
Well, he's saying I think, so he's not really sure.
Am I sure? I don't know. Everyone is dead. The sun's coming, there's radiation everywhere. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Test it.
How?
Test the Rapidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The womb.
The what?
Blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Some sample of DNA. Droid.
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you? The womb, huh?
Okay.
A DNA sample, huh? I guess it makes sense.
Let's build a womb.
Rapidium speeds up organic growth.
Blueprints. Oh, it's in the base building. I'm dumb. Over here. Moving and removing modules. You can change the position. Oh, so it's like a Tetris game now. Okay. Makes sense. So now I have several things. I have an elevator, a corridor, and the womb. Yes, it has a mass of 4. So I need to move stuff around now. Okay. Let me think. Oh, and so everything that I move has to be connected. So I can't just move it here. Can I make a corridor? I guess I could move the workshop up here, but I need an elevator first. Oh, I know. Let's do this. Let's make another elevator, put it up top, and I can put the womb at the top as well. And I'm out of materials. Awesome. Gosh darn it. least one elevator. Let's make it. Can I not make it there? Why? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, that's a corridor. That's not what I wanted. There. Elevator. And if I build one elevator, I'm out of resources. How many do I need? Wait, 34 plus 60. What is plus 60? Do I have to put it in storage? It says it costs 40 metals. And where it says metals, I see 34 plus 60. What does plus 60 mean? See that plus 60? I don't know what that means. Must be the total volume, but because 60 plus 34 is 94, which is the total that I can store. Okay, so I have to go around. No two ways around it. Here's the problem though. Those don't respawn. Oh, this. More stuff. Yerba kit. I wanted in a lottery, the gourd and collected dust for years. So it's just decoration. Got it. Okay.
Yes. I was missing that.
Okay. No, you don't. I need metals. Come on. There you go. No metals. Maybe I just have to go to that area that I didn't go before. That time. Pretty sure I collected all the metals in this area. Bingo. There's another one. Nice. Sound. Thunder it is. Okay, pretty sure I have all the medals I need. 178. So let's go back. Says cool, which is good. Alright, let's do this. No, not here. Let's do this thing here. So, let's put this back where it was. One there, one here. Guess I can move the womb down there. Boom the womb. Okay.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Dude, you're asking me? Tes Rapidium.
Here goes. And a sample. Pydium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea.
Hello.
Oh. Oh, of course.
Perfect.
What else?
Perfect.
Oh. You need a name. I think I'm gonna call you
Molly.
Molly.
Alright, we got a call. We made a Molly. We made a Molly. Experiment successful. Wait, is that this way? Can we make a dog next? Maybe a chinchilla?
Okay, I built the womb and tested the rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really found what business.
Yeah. Will you help me now?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Now what? Okay. need 180 organic matter, and I have how much? 36. So let's go gather that. Oh, I've never been here. Wait, I was working on the tool. Well, let's make that. Got it. One tool. Alright, I'm not gonna make any more because I'm gonna get tired. So I'm just gonna go end the day, I guess.
Saber evacuation functionality manual.
Hmm. 5 days left. This is not looking good.
The evacuation.
It's a really cool animation, by the way. 162, 76, and done. Oh, almost done. I need a kitchen now. All right, provisions needed. Providing food. Movies. Alright, so I need a kitchen. Where do we put it? Depending on the size, I guess. Kitchen has a mass of 4. Oh, it's big. Well, we could do this. We can put this storage one level up. And then build the kitchen over here, next to the airlock. Easy. Right? I can even, just to make sure that the storage is next to each other, move it there. Alright, kitchen, done. Prepare 6 mush meals. That sounds delicious. You consume 1 meal each day. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. How many did you ask me to make? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each meal takes 30 minutes. Should be enough time. There. Just in time. Start the engines in the command center. Start the engines. Oh. Oh. Test engine.
Whoa. What just happened? Come on.
Oh, it
Do this
didn't
to me
go.
now.
Turn the lever in the machinery. Turn the lever, Grok. Wrong lever. Interact. Okay, we're good.
That's sorted. Let's give it another go.
All right, let's do it.
What?
Oh, come on.
Again?
I can't be in two places at one. Okay. What the crap?
You have got to be kidding me. Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
All right, buddy. All right. We gotta go.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidity can save you. I can check data consistency and QC modules.
Well, yeah. Save me how?
Rapidium can save me? How exactly?
Yeah, very cool.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
That was easy.
The stream is now paused for ads.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Alright, quantum computer is right next to each other, to us. Analyze data from mine records of the crew. Mine records.
What is this? Mine records.
Readable? Whoa.
What's going on?
I don't know, buddy. This is weird.
Wait. I recognize this.
Whoa.
It's my life.
Select live event. Distant memories. Childhood memories. Fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in, rows of similar apartment blocks, the local grocery store mom worked in, the playground where you spend more time than at home. Okay. A family like many others down there, your father coming late from work, in the mine, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. That stuff. Alright, yeah, but okay, so that's all of the live events. Which one do I want to select? Carry on for her. You failed her, but what could you have done? Stay behind in that miserable place to become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start, forgot. But wouldn't that be giving up again? No. Mom would have wanted you to get on with your studies. Get a good job. You have to carry on for her. What do I do? $27, $28, $30.
How did they get it? And what for?
Alright, so I don't understand what it is, and I got another card. So they have basically all of my memory stored.
Hey, I checked
The
the
quantum
computer.
What the fuck? Mine records?
What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
My records need this procedure.
No. No, I want answers.
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything, buddy. And you're not in a position to
Shit.
haggle. What next?
do you want with it?
Initiate branching procedure.
Branching procedure. I'm not messing with that shit.
No way. I'm not messing with that shit.
Limited danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I get it. What is this procedure? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
What?
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Create the altar.
There we go. Okay.
Alter? I'd alter what?
Release your life.
Okay.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I... use Rapidium to create a... someone. And to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right?
It is exactly what it is.
All right. How about my other options?
Well, you mean death?
You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
You don't. Okay, so I have to choose an event in my life. Wait.
What?
Analyzing.
What is it doing?
Branching point. Possible branching detected.
I remember that alternate life pattern. So this is what the branching is about?
Oh, there. So there is a thing. Oh. So I don't know how to fix the problem, so I'm going to branch an event in my life, which is at the crossroads. At 19 years old. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college and education. It's close to home. You could visit mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. Nah, not good. Not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave mom alone with him. Shit. So at that point you had to decide whether actually you decided to going away. You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want, and you can still visit her. A little less often, maybe, but you can. You will visit her. And that was the original timeline. So you went away. But if you stayed behind, that means that you lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with his constant shouting. Is this what you reject college for? Putting up with his frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time. You should just lock the door on him. But what would mom say? So that means that if I choose to stay, I'll be a technician, and that'll give me 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Okay. Yes, we're doing it. Ooh, shit. Is that you went to college, you didn't stay. Because you went to college, you got an education, and became an engineer. Interesting. An entire alternate lifetime. Wow. Working abroad. You too late to say goodbye. So your mom died at... Shit, she died... You missed it. The moment she collapsed, the ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You fucked up. It's too late to say goodbye. Shit. At 23 years old, your mother died, you couldn't say goodbye, and then you carry on for her. It's different with her. What is different? 24 years old, it's different with her. You heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down. It's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than a beer. You could have bought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for the project, but she's so different from anyone else you've ever hooked up with. And she likes you. You can see that she likes you. That's nice. You met who? What's her name? You met Lena at 24. Am I good enough? New opportunities. You graduated at 26. Better prospects. So you went to work for a private company then. And you stayed on a purgatory of 9 to 5. You bought a house. And then a crisis. A busy night. Back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer, move abroad, sell the house, but for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank with a soaring rate of interest. And what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn. You just wish she didn't want it so bad. Damn, okay. Holding on. Falling apart. Shit. Drowning in sorrows. You become an alcoholic. A way out. So you joined the space project as a way out. You toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corp poster. Help us make a change. Space mining mission. In a search of that mysterious substance, rubidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any profession. Oh. So because you went away to get an education, that actually didn't pay off. You didn't become an engineer, you became a builder. Interesting. So what happened in the other life? Jesus. So I stayed behind. You stand up to your dad. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. All right. Ups and downs. You laugh as mom tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She cooked her pierogi. Man, you don't love them. Man, don't you love them? And her relaxed smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. She just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. The prescription she brought home today is gonna cost you plenty. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Okay, that was behind that job offer. That's for sure. Trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. The steady job was tempting, but you were assertive. Again, no way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make your own. You always do. Okay. Because you stayed, you didn't miss it, and you were able to say goodbye. You hold back tears when you look at her at the hospital bed. You knew this was coming. Her health deteriorating. Her health I can't say that word. God damn it. Her health deteriorating fast in the last months. You just don't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn. Get your shit together, Jan. You need to be strong for her. Promise her you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. Oh, that's the turning point. That's what made you make something of yourself. Became an engineering, fixing things. I'll read that later. Unfamiliar feeling was that. Feels good to become an expert on something. The boss says customers ask for you specifically, and he can see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling to be trusted, respected by another man, a mentor. And he's the first person you opened up to about mom's passing. Why couldn't dad just be like that? Shady business, lost trust, fine on your own, staying strong, goes from the past, drifting through, signs of trouble, him again, project done. Oh, you had... Okay. So you went to the space program to escape father? Big dog. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their mind, especially if your debts are mounting. Oh, you had debt problems. That's why you went away. You'll be fine. You just need to make it through this mission. They respect professionals like you. Just stay strong and you'll be alright. God damn. And I didn't even read the whole thing. I was just glancing through some of the events, but damn. It is interesting to see how one change in his life created an entire timeline, and they have to write that entire life story. And it has to lead all the way up to you being in this ship. Wake up procedure. Can I wake him up?
Hey there. Wow. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this?
Anxiety, insecurity.
Where am I?
Oh. Relax, you're in a lab.
You're in a lab inside the SIBA unit.
Less
Your
anxiety, less
memories
frustration.
might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. You... Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like... indifferent. I think you're on some meds. What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you?
Wait, so if I tell him who I am, he's the same person. And right now he's feeling anxious and insecure. So I should not tell him my name just yet. Maybe he goes first?
You first. I insist. All right. Yondos.
Less rebellion.
Senior technician
Still
at Ally
anxious.
Corp mining operations. There. Did I pass? Wow. Amazing. It actually worked. What? What worked? And what the hell are you anyway? This may be hard to process, but my name is Jan Dolsky too.
Do I look ridiculous? Yes, I do.
Of course it is. Now, you're not bad for an imitation, but what the hell are you? Is this some kind of experiment?
Oh, he's a clone.
Because if it is, nobody warned me.
Shit. No, it's not.
It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What?
Yep.
Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. Man. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
Should I just... I mean, he's feeling anxious already, and he's like panicking. Imagine waking up to that. Someone telling you that you're a clone. So I'm just gonna ease into it. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you can put it that way. I mean, it's technically true, but not that. Yeah, it's technically true. It's just the order of operation is the one that changed it. But yeah, you can put it that way.
Sort of.
Yeah.
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 And,
See?
said we were stranded.
Less insecurity,
Yes.
less gloom.
It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me. And this version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be?
Okay, he's not dumb. But okay, so you'd still exist somewhere. That's technically true. I mean, if even at that point in life, you could technically have made that decision to stay, and that alternate life could have always be played out in an alternate timeline. So he would exist still, just not in this version. Basically, what we're doing is just combining the two versions of the same life and just creating that life in the same timeline. So in a different timeline, he would be the one stranded, the engineer, and he would technically need a builder, so he would create a builder. So in that other timeline, the order of creation of the altar will be different, but he would still exist. So yeah,
You'd still exist?
theoretically,
Somewhere?
at least.
Theoretically, at least? Theoretically?
Shit.
Wow. You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you. Just this passiveness.
The stream is now paused for
What
ads.
am I?
Sorry about the ads.
Look, this is a lot,
Can you
and
stop
we'll
this?
sort it.
Yeah, we can pause it. So you don't miss it. So he's not doing great, understandably. He seems to have some anxiety problems. He seems to be rebellious, and he constantly falls out of joy. And I have to manage that, I guess, with whatever I say. Tough. Yeah, this is really interesting. Really interesting mechanic. Question is, am I going to be able to control them both? Or am I going to stay in the builder's body and everyone else just carries on? And I just have to manage everyone. Huh. Alright, that's her over.
Sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure.
Yeah, understandably.
That makes two of us.
Yep.
Fine. Show me the way.
Unbelievable. What a screw up. A 3-year-old would have figured it out.
Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't
yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Okay. He's a grumpy old man. He's a grumpy old technician. So I'm still playing as the main one. At least we have this ready. Now I can start the engines. But we're gonna start the engine next time. All right. One moment. Okay. That was fun. I want to keep playing. Yeah. We're going to keep playing this one. It's nice that I don't have to worry about the machine. This one's playing on the PlayStation, so easy to do. So yeah, I'm interested to see all the other breaking points and timeline breaks that we can do and where this game is going, because we still have 5 days and it's not going to be enough time. We'll see how it goes. Give me just one moment. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll continue to work on Wednesday on this project, still sponsored by typesense, the first part, and I promise I'll have an answer to the problem that we're having right now. So, hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.